everyone. Last month I wrote a roundup of the latest young adult and middle grade adaptation news going back sometime like 6 to 7 months, and I went over what has been optioned and what had people who are already cast and what we could look forward to this coming year. But I think I missed a few, in setting that 6 to 7 months limit, I missed a few adaptations. So today I thought I would go over a list of upcoming 2016 adaptations. One reason I thought that this was also really important is because the time I made that list, I had mistakenly written that the fifth wave was coming out on January 15th instead of January 22nd. And actually, one of my friends just last week was saying, like, do you want to see the fifth wave? I think it's coming out on the 15th. And I was like, no, 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 no. It's coming out the 22nd. I thought making a calendar and going over what was coming out in 2016 would be really helpful for everyone. So I'm just going to go over really quickly the movies and adaptations we could look forward to this year, and also which adaptations are supposed to be coming out in 2016 but don't have a specific release date yet, so we could be watching out for news on that end for those ones. So first up in January we have Shadowhunters, which is based on The Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare, and that's premiering on ABC Family, which is now called Freeform, on January 12th. Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey, which is a movie which is being released on January 22nd. In March we have the Divergent series Allegiant Part 1, and the books are by Veronica Roth. Allegiant is Part 1. There's also Ascendant Part 2, which is coming out in 2017, but Allegiant Part 1 is coming out on March 18th, 2016. The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, I don't know how to pronounce it, but The Little Prince, Le Petit Prince, is also being released on March 18th, and that's the US release date. I think it's already actually been released in Europe. In April, we have The Jungle Book by Rudyard Kipling. I think there's only one character who might not be another voiceover, and that's the main character. But other than that, most others are voiceovers. It's a movie, and it's being released on April 15th. Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. It is actually a Broadway musical, and the opening night is April 26th. In May, we have Alice Through the Looking Glass, which is based off the book Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There by Lewis Carroll, and that is a movie, and it's being released on May 27th. In July, we have The BFG by Roald Dahl, and that's being released on July 1st. It's a movie directed by Steven Spielberg, I believe. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Parts 1 and Parts 2. It's a two-part London-based play, and it's by J.K. Rowling, and she also developed it along two other people. I think it's Jack Thorne and John Tiffany. And the opening night is July 30th. In October, we have Middle School, The Worst Years of My Life by James Patterson. That's a movie that's being released October 7th. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. That's also a movie being released on October 14th. In November, we have Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them by J.K. Rowling. That was originally a companion novel in the Harry Potter series, but is now being developed into a trilogy. J.K. Rowling is also writing those scripts, and that is coming out on November 18th. In December, we have Let It Snow by Maureen Johnson, Lauren Miracle, and John Green. The release date is set for December 9th, but they haven't released a whole lot of information about the movie yet. Expect more to come, or they might end up pushing back the release date. And last but not least, we have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiars, which is based off the book Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and that is being released on December 25th. It is a movie directed by Tim Burton. Now, for the rest of the adaptations, all of these are being listed as coming out in 2016, but they haven't set a specific date yet. And those are Nerve by Jan Ryan, which is a movie, Fallen by Lauren Kate, which is a movie, The School for Good and Evil by Soman Shainani, which is a movie, A Series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket, which is being developed actually into a Netflix series, Anne of Green Gables by Ellen Montgomery, and that is also a movie, Ashes in the Snow, which is based on Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Septis, and that's a movie. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher, and that's being developed into a Netflix series. Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, which is a movie, and Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli, which is a movie. There are some other ongoing TV show adaptations of young adult books, and those include The 100 by Cass Morgan. The third season premieres on January 21st. The sixth season of Pretty Little Liars, which based on the books by Sarah Shepard, is returning on January 12th. The seventh season of Vampire Diaries, which is based on the books by L.J. Smith, is returning on January 29th. And if you want a handy infographic of all of the adaptation dates that I just mentioned, I made one and put it in the blog post that is going to be in the information section below this video. I think for me, the ones that I'm most excited for are Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, A Monster Calls, and the Miss Peregrine's movie. A Monster Calls, the teaser trailer looked really awesome. By the way, all of these have links in the actual blog post that I was talking about. You could go find some of those clips or go look at any of my Bookish Rounds posts, which are done weekly, and they talk about adaptation news as I discover it. So A Monster Calls looks like it's got a really great teaser trailer. Fantastic Beasts also looked really, really epic. And Miss Peregrine's also drew in a pretty big famous cast like Dame Judi Dench and Samuel Jackson and Eva Green, so it sounds like it's going to be a really great movie. So which of the adaptations are you looking forward to? Let me know in the comments. Like this video if you liked it, share if you want, and I hope you're all having a wonderful night. Hello, so today I'm going to talk about young adult and middle grade movie and TV show adaptations that had news in the last 6 to 7